Today I will be looking at video 5-2B. Our crime is going to be a death in the office, a prank gone wrong. Our victim is Michael Scott, the boss. Our first suspect is Jim Halpert. He is a known prankster and husband to another suspect, Pam. Our second suspect is Dwight Schrute, the best friend. Our third suspect is Pam Halpert, known prankster and wife to Jim, another suspect. And our fourth and final suspect is Helene Beasley, ex-girlfriend to the victim and mother to Pam. One of these four suspects was trying to play a prank on Michael when it went seriously wrong and ended up in his death. Evidence was taken from the crime scene, the victim, and all four suspects and gone through a gel electrophoresis process. A gel electrophoresis is conducted by first taking the DNA from the crime scene, victim, and all four suspects, and then cutting it with restriction enzymes to get it to the length we want it. It can then be loaded into these blue wells. Once gone through an electrical current, it'll go down to the positive end. This is because DNA has a negative charge. These shorter pieces of DNA are going to travel faster and farther to the bottom. So these pieces are shorter pieces of DNA while these are larger. This is helpful because then we can line up everything by size, as it is here. Then we can compare the evidence to the suspects or victim to see who it really belongs to. Another thing to note about gel electrophoresis is in order to successfully match the suspect to the evidence, they must match all of the bands exactly. Pam and her mother share almost all of the same bands because they do share genetic information, but Pam could have gotten some of the missing bands from her father. Now that we know how to read a gel, let's try to see if we can match the evidence to a suspect. Looking at the first gel, we can see that the crime scene evidence had DNA at this, and here. So we need to match that with a suspect or the victim to see whose DNA it belongs to. First, let's see who we can eliminate. Well, we can eliminate the victim because he doesn't even have this band here. Second, we can eliminate suspect number 2, Dwight, because he doesn't have the band down here. We can also eliminate Helene because she doesn't have that band either. So Jim and Pam are the ones that are left. Jim and Pam both have that band, they both have this band, and they both have this band. We're going to have to look at another locus to see who it is. We can now look at our second locus to rule out some suspects. Well, we know it can't be Jim or Dwight because neither of them have this band and neither does Helene. So now we're down to Michael and Pam. Michael and Pam both match all three bands of the evidence. So we can conclude that Pam Halpert is the suspect we are looking for because she matches the same bands as all of the crime scene evidence on both loci.